What's going on, everybody? David here, back with another live stream. And Braveheart, where are you? So anyway, Braveheart's out right now. He just contacted me. Um, and so we're going to have him on the show later on, hopefully, if I can get this thing to work. I've never brought someone into the show before once the show's already started. So this is going to be a learning experience for all of us to see. So we might fumble a little bit. I'm trying to bring him in on a Skype call. If this works, then this will be great because I can bring in people at will, so we can do a regular live stream and turn it into an interview if someone wants to come on and talk. I'm pretty excited. Hopefully, hopefully this works. But we'll just have to kind of play it by ear. Guys, let me know in the chat if everything is going well. If there's any issues or anything like that, please let me know. Audio issues, video issues, anything, so I can hopefully correct it on the fly. Thank you guys all for stopping by. And we're going to do Q&A for right now, and we'll see. I think he said he's probably about 30 minutes away from home. So once he gets home, then he'll call us. So we'll just go from there. Now, if you're in the room right now, please hit the like button so we can bring more people in. And we're talking travel reward credit cards today. So we're talking travel reward credit cards every day. But today, if you guys have any credit cards in mind, just let me know and we can pull up the card and kind of do a review of the card. And then if I have the card personally, then I'll let you know, and we can go from there. And then we'll also have people in the chat that might have the card. So they can give you some pointers on if they like the card, don't like the card, and the reasons why. I do have this little earpiece in, just so when he does come in, we can go ahead and start the interview. Just be aware of that. If you see that black thing in my ear, that's what that is. And by the way, these are Tozo, T-O-Z-O. Wireless little earbuds. I've never had any of these things before. Oops. This is a first pair that I bought. They're like $50, I think, on Amazon. I think this is like the best seller on Amazon when it comes to these little earbuds. But the cool thing about it is this little case has a battery in it. So you just charge it up. Do a little review right now. So you just charge it up, micro USB, and then you just put them in there. Just like that. You just stick them in there and they charge. So I can't remember exactly how many charges you get with these, but really convenient for travel. This is going to be my go-to. I was considering, I'm still somewhat considering getting the Sony. Sony has a brand new one that they just released, and it has like noise canceling. So they're little earbuds just like this, but they do noise canceling, so it'd be great for a plane. I'm still kind of on the fence. They're not cheap. They're about $250 or so. These were $50, so, and this works just fine for me. I don't have noise canceling headphones or anything like that when I travel. The main reason, I mean, this would solve the problem, but the main reason is they're just too big and bulky. I want to carry my camera equipment, and so every little inch that I can find in my bag, I put camera equipment in there. So having an additional, headphones or something, it just doesn't, it's not practical for me. But having something this small that I can just put in my pocket and pull it out and just have it in one ear if I want to do that. A lot of the time I only have it in one ear anyway. Like I went out for a bike ride earlier today, had this just in one ear. And even when I'm on the plane, if I'm doing stuff, I'll have it in one ear. I can listen to music or listen to, like if I'm editing, especially if I'm editing, I just need it in one ear. I don't need both ears. So, all right, guys, if you guys are in the room right now, please let me know you're here just by saying what's up or giving me a little thumbs up in the chat, or a little happy face or something, just so I can give you guys a proper shout out. And we do have a loyalty program now. So loyalty points. I'll talk a little bit about that. Because it's new, I kind of want to, introduce it. I see there are some new people in the room, so I just want to let them know that we do have something that's a little different than before, and then I can kind of go over exactly how the process works. Actually, I don't have that. I don't. It's not even. I don't have that hard drive hooked up, so I can't show you the little cheat sheet that I had yesterday. I need to put it on my website. I just haven't done that yet. So basically, the loyalty program works like this. Every 10 minutes, you get 10 points, okay? And these points can be redeemed later on in the month. So the last Saturday of the month, I'm doing a raffle. And you use those points to purchase your raffle tickets, and then we'll do a giveaway. And right now, it's going to be a $25 gift card. And then we'll change. It's not just going to be a gift card every time. We'll kind of rotate in different things. But that's what we're doing right now. So by staying on here longer, obviously you earn more points by subscribing to the channel. So if you're here right now and you're new, you've never subscribed to the channel, just by subscribing to the channel, you get 50 points. And that's a one-time thing. So you can't unsubscribe and then subscribe again. You're not going to get the 50 points. But if you're brand new to the channel, please consider subscribing. We talk about travel reward credit cards and traveling on a budget. That's our main focus on this channel. So a lot of information out here. I'll share with you my experiences using points, as well as we have a bunch of people in the room that use points as well. So if you do have a question, just shoot it out to the group, and we'll try to answer it for you. If you have a question specifically for me, just put @TEC. And I will make sure that I address those questions. And I think that's it. So if you guys are in the room, give me a thumbs up, give me something, just so I know you're here. I can give you guys a shout out. David, what's going on? How you doing, brother? You still have Amex King Moss, huh? You haven't changed that yet. So if you look at our little display down here below, a little lower thirds here, you see that there's a ticker now. I didn't have the ticker before. I put the little ticker in there just to give you a little bit more information on how to navigate through the points to see how many points you have. So you can easily, after 10 minutes, you have to wait 10 minutes. So once we've been on for 10 minutes, then you can go on there in the chat and just type in !points. And that will show you how many points that you currently have. And then there's some other little features. If you look, I think I have all that information in the little scroll. So if you just watch the scroll go through, it'll give you that information. So you can also look at hours. So !top points will give you the top 10 points. And then !top hours will give you the top hours. So the top 10 people who, based on hours. You can also get points for just chatting. So if you're in the chat and you're saying different things, you get like 3 points for not every chat, but like 3 points for participating. And I think that's it. I think that's all I wanted to say. Okay, so let's go ahead and continue with the shout outs here. Paiso Gringo, what's going on, brother? What's going on, Jason? Let's see. We have Braveheart. So Braveheart hit me up. Like I said, he was going to be on the show tonight. He still might be on the show tonight. If he calls in, then we'll try to pull him in to the discussion here. Okay, let's see. D. Anderson, what's going on, brother? From Virginia Beach. Michael, how you doing? Scott, how you doing? Shamrock, what's going on? And let's see. Rolo, how you doing, buddy? Julio, what's going on, man? Let's see. Is it Sierra? Sierra, what's going on? How do you say your name, man? Sierra? Damon, what's going on? How you doing, man? Rodell, nice to see you. The Joe Hill Experience, what's going on? Bruce Law, what's up? Anthony, what's going on? Jay Jenkins, what's going on? Bobby Pinn, what's up? And let's see, TC, I'm on my way home. Be on soon. Okay, cool. So Braveheart's giving us an update there. So like I said, we're going to try to pull him in. This is going to be an experience because I have no idea what's going to happen. But I'm glad. I'm actually glad that it's working out this way because, like I said, if I can pull people in on a Skype call, then that'll be really good. Yeah, that'll be really good. Let's just keep it at that. It's one of those deals that I've never done before, so we'll try to tackle that. So, All right, guys. So if you guys have questions or anything like that, let it fly. Like put it out there right now, and we'll answer some of those questions for you. Let's see. Rolo's saying, let me go back up to the top. There might be some other stuff that I missed here. Okay. All right. Yeah. There's nothing else. All right. We'll go to Rolo's question here. What's the site you use to get clothes for travel? Looking for something to easily put in my or put my wallet in. What? Did I read something wrong here? Get clothes for travel. Looking for something to easily put my wallet in. I don't understand what you're asking. Clothes? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what you're asking there. Let's see. I got an applause. What is this? Okay, here we go. All right, we're gonna try to bring him in right now. All right. What's going on, man? What's up? All right, so we're gonna try to do this. I don't know exactly how this is gonna work. Can you guys hear him right now, though? Let us know if you can hear him. We hear, he says. Yeah, no worries. Half hour, okay. Yeah, cool. I just want to know if people can hear you though. They say no, can't hear him. All right, so that's good. It looks like it's secure in that, but I just need to figure out how to pull that up and later. But you guys can hear me? Can you guys hear me or not? Yeah, I guess they can hear me. All right, man. Yeah, just anytime, just come on in and we'll try to pull you in and see how this works. All right, brother. Bye. Okay. So I'm confused. Could you guys hear him or you didn't hear him? Because I have people saying, I know you could hear me, but could you hear him? I guess that's the main thing because I just want to see if I can pull in someone. All right. So just let me know. So Jay Jenkins says no, could not hear him. Okay. And I guess it's probably better that way that you guys didn't hear him. That way we could get everything set up. But I am going to have to figure out how we're going to do that. Let's see here. Okay, guys, give me a second. You guys are going to see the inner workings of my setup. I think I need to flip over a couple of screens just to see how this is going to work here. Okay. Right. Okay, just give me a second, guys. I didn't plan for this, but we're gonna have to take care of it right now, just before things open up here. So keep the questions coming though. If you guys have questions, I don't know if I don't understand what you were saying there. The question that you had, what was that question about clothes? I don't know if I understand what you're saying. So elaborate a little bit more, and then I'll answer the question for you. Okay, let's see. Display capture, yes. Let's see. Okay, that's not gonna pull it up. All right, let me try one more thing here. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's only going to bring my main screen. So that is a potential problem there. Okay. All right. Now I can't do two things at once, so I'm sorry for not talking right now. I'm just trying to see how this is gonna play out here. If I do full screen, that looks like it will. That looks like it'll work there. And then have everything else here. Okay. Okay, so that's the way we're gonna have to go with it. All right. Hopefully this is this is gonna be good. Let's see here. You guys are getting to see everything today. Too much, probably. All right. I just need to adjust this, and then we'll be ready to go, or ready to finish the show. All right. That's out of camera, right? Okay. All right. We are good. We're golden. All right. We can go ahead and get back to the show. I just wanted to make sure everything was set up. That way when he does come in, we can try to figure this out. And so it looks like I have everything. So that'll be the screen that he comes in on, and then we're good. All right. Let's see here. Let me go right back to what we were talking about. Let's pull this down here and move it here. Okay, so questions, guys. Have any questions? Go ahead and let me know. We'll discuss them now. Apologize for all the technical stuff that I'm doing right now, but I need to make sure it's all set up, because if it's not, once he comes in, then it's going to be a crazy scramble, and I don't want to have to deal with that. So, all right. I think let's see, how do I pull that up? All right. All right. I've just lost my chat, though. Okay. Okay. All right. The chat went somewhere. Can't find it, so let's just go with it. All right, guys. Let's see. So that question that you had, did you elaborate on a little bit so I at least know what you're talking about? I don't think I understood everything that you were saying there. Let's see, Rodell, I think. Oh, Rodell he had a question. I didn't get to his question. Okay, so what's your choice of camera brand? I'm a Sony shooter. I've been shooting Sony for about a year now. I was Canon shooter for 9 years. I was one of the ones who flipped, who switched. Yeah, I switched from Canon, and now I shoot Sony, and I swear by it. I love Sony. Yeah, they have some really good. I'm on the mirrorless cameras, so they have some really good cameras, and I just had to face reality. I had the Canon 5D Mark III, and I wanted to do an upgrade, and I wanted to go to something better than the 4. The Mark IV just wasn't cutting it for me as far as technology, and so I waited a little bit in the hopes that the Mark V would come out, but it still to this day hasn't come out, and so I moved to Sony, and I've been happy, been very happy. So right now I have the Sony A7R III. I know the new one just got released or just announced, so don't know if I'm going to upgrade right away, but at some point I probably will. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I don't understand, Rolo. You gotta elaborate on that question there. All right. Okay, Damien, what's going on, man? Let's see. Is the World of Hyatt card good for someone who does domestic travel most of the time? Yes, I would highly recommend though getting the World of Hyatt card. You're probably better off if you do a lot of domestic travel, because the Hyatt is not. Their footprint is small, but in the U.S., their footprint is pretty big. In any major city, you can find a Hyatt property, and if you want to do it on a budget, you really can, because you can do the either the points plus cash, or you can find like a category 1. Actually, the points plus cash, they've changed that system. I don't like the new system. It used to be that you had a set amount. Like the old system was a set amount that you would pay, so it would be. And just giving an example, 4,000 points and $55. It was set. It didn't matter how much the room rate was going for that night. Now they've changed it, so It's based on how much the room rate's going for that night. So let's say the room rate's going $100 a night, and use points plus cash. You'll use 40,000 points, and then you'll pay $50. Now that sounds good, and I'm just giving you an example, right? That sounds good, but what if that room is more expensive than $100? And in most cases, the room is more expensive than $100. So if the room is $200, well, now you're paying $100 out of pocket plus 4,000 points. So yeah, don't like the new system, but if you use points, you stay at a category 1. If you're looking for like a Hyatt house or a Hyatt place, then it's a really good value. You can really do well with it. So just something to consider. All right, let's see here. Oh, okay, I can enlarge my screen here, which I didn't know. Okay, all right, other questions, guys, other questions. And you guys are saying you can't hear him. So I just need to figure out when I do bring him in how that audio system is gonna work. That's something I have to think about. One other thing too, guys, how is my focus? Am I out of focus? Because I look like I'm out of focus on here. So let me jump in there real quick to see if that works. All right, so I see people checking their points now. So yes, you can go ahead and check your points. It looks like you are able to. So Jay Jenkins, it says 0 points. Okay, and as you stay 10 minutes, if you check it in, you can only check it every 10 minutes. That's another thing. So you can't just keep checking it. So in 10 minutes, check it again, and then you'll see that you should have 10 points. If not, then something's wrong. But hopefully you'll show 10 points. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I just want to make sure my focus. It looks like I'm out of focus. So I just want to make sure that is not happening. So I'm going to refocus my cameras here. And please also hit the like button so we can bring some more people into the discussion here. Let's see. Uh-oh. Looks like I just went out. All right. Okay. All right. And I like I said, I apologize. This is kind of, we're doing things on the fly, so it's not really a planned thing. What do you guys think about the Apple Card? I know David got the Apple Card. What do you guys think about that? Put it in the chat. Not everyone's getting that card. Not everyone is really on board with that. So let me know what you think about that. Okay, D-Fish, let's see. I don't think this got answered yesterday, so sorry. This is a repeat. Looking to upgrade the Sapphire Preferred to the Reserve in October. Can I upgrade without having authorized user upgrade? Not wanting to pay. Oh, the alt. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, I didn't answer that yesterday, and I don't really know the exact answer to that. So if you have someone as an authorized user on the Sapphire Preferred, and then you upgrade to the Sapphire Reserve, can you take them off as an authorized user or not have to pay? I don't know if you want to take them off, not take them off, and not have to pay the fee, or I don't know exactly. But I don't know the answer to that question. That is a good question. That's one of those things that you're going to have to talk with Chase about and just see how that all plays out. And I mean, I'm sure there's ways to work around it and just not have that person as authorized user if that's the case. Yeah, let's see. You have something else on here. Let's see. Bruce Law, is JetBlue Business Card worth getting? I don't have all the specifics on that card. Let me pull that up real quick. Let's see here. And everything is all over the place right now. Let's see here. I have too many screens out, too many screens open. I don't know what's what. Okay, let's pull this one up. Yeah, we'll pull that card up and we'll take a look at it. I'm not really familiar with the business card. I like the regular JetBlue Plus card. But we'll look at the business one. We'll see the difference. Okay. There we go. That is the card there. And this should pull up, right? All right, my little screens are, let's see here. Okay, yeah, we got it up there now. All right, so we'll take a look at this card and let's see. Man, I have all these screens. It's driving me crazy right now. I'm trying to get everything organized, but these screens are just all over the place. All right. Okay, so here's our card here, the JetBlue Business Card. First thing I always look at is the annual fee. So where's our annual fee? A $99 annual fee. So not bad. I mean, it's pretty standard, right? That's a standard annual fee there. You earn 50,000 bonus points. And what's the qualifications here? Earn 40,000 points after spending $1,000 in the first 90 days, and earn 10,000 points when a purchase is made on an employee card. Oh wow, that's interesting. Okay, so you get an extra 10,000. So you'll need to have someone else that has the card as well. So let's say you have a small business and you don't have any employees, then you have your family member, wife, husband on the card as well, and have them use a card, and then you get an additional 10,000. So that's pretty cool. So they kind of really push you to get more cards. 6 points for every dollar spent on JetBlue purchases. So that is the same as the regular JetBlue card, the JetBlue Plus card. 2 times points at restaurants, office supply stores. So that's cool. Office supply stores, 2 points for every dollar spent. That's not a bad deal there. Let's see. What else do we have? Let's see. Free first check bag, up to 3 companions. So not bad. Earn 5,000 points. So it's pretty much the same. You get the 5,000 points every year, and you receive that 50% savings, which I think is excellent when it comes to airline branded cards. This is the best value that I've seen. If you're purchasing food and cocktails on a plane, you're getting 50% savings. That's really good. And I've said it before, like it makes sense to wait and don't buy anything in the airport. If you're going to a restaurant, you get warm food. That's one thing. But if you want and you want to have like a little something on the plane, just wait till you get on the plane. Usually those purchases are like 12, 13 bucks. You're getting 50% off, so $6, $7. That's not bad. That's not bad. So it's definitely worth it. Let's see, Mosaic status. So if you spend 50,000 on the card, then you'll get Mosaic status. I've had Mosaic status. I had it for a year. Mosaic. Okay, so their elite status. That's what Mosaic status. That's their elite status. So their elite status, it doesn't offer as much as some of the other airline, the legacy carriers. They give you upgraded seats and stuff like that. The Mosaic doesn't really do that. They'll give you a discounted, upgraded, even more seat. So, and it's really, really cheap. You're using points, basically. It was like 900 points in order to upgrade to an even more seat, which is what, the equivalent of $9. So for $9, I can upgrade. Who wouldn't, right? And that was pretty much all over. That was like the highest that it would go. So that was good. You get free alcohol on the plane, so that's good for those of you who like to drink. But other than that, you don't really see too many other perks. You have the separate line that you go in if you're checking your bags. And I'm sure you get free check bags with that as well. But Mosaic status, it's okay. They could work on it and really give you some better benefits. But they don't really offer you anything extra. You're not getting upgraded to a Mint class seat or anything like that. Okay, enjoy annual $100 statement of credit after purchasing JetBlue vacation package. So this is the same as a regular JetBlue card. And what is this? Barclays celebrates small businesses. Let the Barclays investments celebrate success entrepreneurs across the communities. Okay, so that's something in there. I'm not even going to click on the even more to learn more about that. But that is, in their eyes, that's a perk. So, okay, no blackout dates. Redeem for any seat at any time. Points in TrueBlue account do not expire. Very important that you understand and you know if you're getting especially airline branded credit cards, because usually they, for whatever reason, they have expiration dates on some of them. You need to know if there's an expiration date on that card, or on the points, I should say, because you don't want to be in a situation where you have 50,000 points in your account and you let your account go for a year and you don't use the card, and then they take those points away from you. Most airlines now with their credit cards, they don't expire. It's kind of the new trend, but in the past it wasn't that way, and there are still some cards that are out there that do have points that will expire. Okay, and that's the main reason why they're telling you that, because they do have other that is now considered a perk, a benefit, right? So just be aware of that. Points pooling, so they do have the points pooling. You can pull your points together. Let's see, fraud liability protection 0. So that's should be with every credit card that you have. Chip technology, that's another thing that should be on all cards now. No foreign transaction fees, so that's good. So if you are traveling outside of the country, you don't pay any extra fees. I always recommend, if you're traveling, you should be using your credit card to make as many purchases as possible. And then when you need to use cash, I recommend getting the Charles Schwab card, getting that checking account, because you can put money into that checking account before you travel. And even, I guess, even when you travel, like when you're out there, you could make a transfer from your bank account to the Charles Schwab account. The reason why you'd want to use Charles Schwab is they don't have any ATM, or they credit your ATM fees. So let's say I'm in another country, I go to get money out and they charge me a fee for that. Well, Charles Schwab will credit me that fee, so I don't have to pay any extra. You will find when you're in other countries and you're using your ATM, it's amazing how many fees they start tacking on, and so that you get the ATM fee. It's just it's ridiculous. So that's a way to save on those fees. And depending on how you travel, like some people, they want to bring a bunch of cash on them. I'm not one of those people. I have my credit card and I have my debit card. I will use my debit card. Usually, ideally, I'll use my debit card once. Now I have a little bit more flexibility because of the Charles Schwab card, but even still, I want to use it once, get a bunch of cash, or get the max, and then have that cash, bring a little bit every time I go out, but use my credit card as much as possible. So that's kind of how I go about that. All right, employee cards, no extra cost, so that's pretty standard there. Okay, so it's a good card. I mean, I would recommend it if you qualify. I don't know. I don't have any Barclay cards right now, so I don't know what the application process looks like, what they're really asking for. So that's something that you're going to have to look into more. I know Chase. I have all three. I have 4 Chase business cards. I have the 3 Ink cards, and then I have the United Explorer Plus business card. So the fact that I have those, I'm a sole proprietor. I have a photography business, and that's what I put on there. I use my social security number as my tax ID, which is acceptable, and they do have that. They give you that information, so you can use your social security number. So they do run your credit. They do a hard pull. They do look at your income and like the photography business is my part-time business, my full-time job. They look at my income and all that. So they take all that under consideration, and I'm sure it does help that I do have other Chase credit cards, so they look at that as well. All right, let's see. Let's go ahead and move on here. I just wanted to go over that card, but yeah, it looks like a good card. I mean, it's pretty much identical to the other JetBlue card. The only difference is the sign-up bonus. You get that extra 10,000 if you have an employee use their card. So that's pretty good. And then I think the office supply store, getting 2 points for every dollar spent on office supply stores, that's different than the personal card. So pretty good though. Interesting card. Definitely interesting. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and come back here. Like I said, I got all these windows open. I got to figure out how I'm gonna navigate through all this stuff and have all this stuff work. All right, guys. Questions. Go ahead and put them out there. Thirsty Lion, what's going on, buddy? Let's see. I'm down at the very bottom here. I might have missed some stuff going on here. You guys love checking your points. That's cool. I guess this is good that we have this whole point system. It's getting a pretty good response where people are interested to find out how many points they have, and I think yeah, I did talk about it earlier. Just about I will display, and I'm probably going to do like down at in the lower thirds here. I will display I'm probably going to have two. So all-time leader. I don't know if I can do the whole leaderboard, but I will definitely have the month. So whoever is the viewer of the month, and we'll have them displayed in our little marquee down there, a little scroll. And then I don't know if I'm going to do all time or not, because I don't know if I'm able to record all that information. So once I get to the end of the month, so basically the way to happen is we'll do the sign up or the giveaway. Then after the giveaway, at the last day of the month, then I'll reset it. So all the points will reset, and so everyone has an opportunity to be on top. That's the plan there. Okay, all right, let's go ahead and move down here. Okay. So you guys are talking about different things here. So the Apple Card, who has it? Besides David, who has that Apple Card? Did anyone get it? Is anyone interested in getting that card? Now, it is not a travel card, so be aware of that. Someone asked yesterday, a valid question. I mean, it's no foreign transaction fee, so does that make it a travel card? In my opinion, no, it doesn't make it a travel card. A lot of credit cards now will have no foreign transaction fees, but I look for more things. What I really look for, like a true travel card to me, is a card that has transfer partners and a card that has transfer partners and like a portal, so like a travel portal. That is a true travel card to me. So you have a lot of cards out there that will put it out there that, oh yeah, we're travel card. In my opinion, just in my personal opinion, I don't consider those travel credit cards because of the mere fact that you have no real flexibility. Those points, Discover It card, the miles card, those points stay with Discover, and you can redeem. You can make a purchase of a plane ticket and stuff like that, and have it credited to your account. But you don't have any transfer partners. You can't really maximize those points that you earn. The beauty of having points in transfer partners is the fact that I can send those points over to United, and I can book some flights, business class, first class, some stuff that I could never do using like the Discover It miles. I could never do that unless I have like 400,000 miles or 500,000 miles. Well, then maybe I can redeem for a business class seat. But the only thing is, let's say you had those same 400,000 miles on the Chase Sapphire Reserve, like the Ultimate Rewards program. I could go on like 3 or 4 business class flights with that. So your points go so much further when you're able to have the transfer partners, and even you're able to have the travel portal. You can still get some good deals on that. So if you're interested in traveling business class every once in a while, or traveling business class exclusively, then you're going to want to go with these true travel credit cards. So the Chase ecosystem, American Express ecosystem, and the Citi ecosystem. Now we have the Venture, or the Capital One ecosystem as well. But you want to go with one of those, because that you just have more power when it comes to transferring your points. Okay. Let's see. All right, so let's see here. All right, Chris, what's going on, Chris? No Apple Card for me. It's a gimmick. Yeah, it's something new, and I definitely think people who are Apple fanboys, like David was saying about himself, they'll jump on the card. And I think if they do the promotions, like the exclusive to only Apple Card members will allow them to get little things, or they give them little gifts every once in a while. I think that's a really good thing. I think that will probably drive a lot of people that do like Apple to get the card just to have it. There's no annual fee, so there's really no loss. The only thing is they are going to do a hard pull, so you have to be aware of that. I believe they have to be doing a hard pull. So they are going to be doing a hard pull, so you have to you have to understand that. It will take a slot. So if you do want to, I mean, let's say you're close to 524, you need some more Chase cards, then you're probably not going to want to get the Apple Card. But if you don't have like any other cards, or if you're not really that interested in travel, you have a couple travel cards already, or you already have your ecosystem set up, then there's no loss in getting the card, but it's just not going to really benefit you too much. Okay, unless you are really into Apple. That's my opinion when it comes to that. Okay, guys, please, if you guys are in here right now, please, if you have not done so, hit the like button for us so we can bring some more people in. And also, if you're new here, please subscribe to the channel. We have live streams very often. Saturday and Monday are the live stream days, and I just saw Flashpoint Capital's in the room. So me and Flashpoint will be doing live streams on Monday, and starting. The target is to start next Monday, so we'll be doing live streams, and we'll have a show now. So every Monday we'll be coming on. We'll be talking with people. We'll be having guests on, and just kind of doing a tag team thing there. So that's going to be the new Monday. I'm still doing the Saturday show, and then I'm probably going to add an extra show. I don't know if it's going to be maybe a Thursday. I'll add an extra show, and then every day you're going to have some content from me when it comes to travel reward credit cards and travel in general. My best video right now, like the video that's on the rise out of all the videos that I put out is how to get your passport. So believe it or not, that video is the top video when it comes to. I'm so proud. It's the top video. You don't know how hard it is. Just think of YouTube, all the videos on YouTube, all the different searches and different topics and all that stuff. I was able to get to the top of U.S. passports, so I am the #1 video on U.S. passports, and that makes me really excited. You have to put out videos to understand how hard it is to even get on the front page of a video, the front page of a YouTube search. So I mean, it's the #2 search engine in the world. I mean, Google's #1, and then you have YouTube. So to get to the top as far as U.S. passports, and I'm telling you guys, test it out for me. Just go on YouTube, type in U.S. passports. I should come up. My video should come up. Or how to get your U.S. passport, my video should come up. So I'm really excited about it. I know you guys can probably see how excited I am. But yeah, that's one of those things. It's really hard to get there. So that video right now, that video is my best video in the sense that it's taking off, and it'll probably be doing well for some time, just because of the topic, how to get your passport. Most people are interested in that. All right, just wanted to share that with you guys. I don't know, it's one of those deals where it's so hard to do when you actually get there. The only other video that I had, and this video was, I put out like 8 years ago. The first video that I ever did was a wireless remote, and I put that video out, and I didn't know anything about YouTube, I just had an account. I started getting camera equipment. I said, you know what? I'm going to put these videos out. And so all it is me. Like, you just see my hands and you see the camera, and I'm just showing you how to use this wireless remote. That video just blew up for whatever reason. Everybody was tuning in that video, and it was the top. I don't know. I haven't checked it in years, but at some point it was the top for wireless remote. You type in wireless remote, and that's what would come up. And that video, to this day, like last I checked, it was like 550,000 views or something crazy like that. But that was before I was serious about YouTube, didn't really know what YouTube was all about. And so I put it out and I just left it alone. Put out that and a couple other videos and just left it alone for like 5 years. Came back 5 years later and started looking. I'm like, wow, all these people were watching these videos? Because the other ones I put out too, I was getting some pretty good responses on those. So I wasn't taking YouTube serious. That's when you need, like, once you get a video that starts taking off, that's when you really need to jump on it and start putting out more videos, because it's kind of a snowball thing. So, okay, let's see what else we have here. So yeah, next week, Flashpoint Capital and I will be on, this channel, and then we're gonna work it out. So we'll be. I'll be a guest on his channel. He'll be a guest on mine. We'll kind of go back and forth like that, and then we'll still bring in other people, other guests. So, all right, pretty excited about that. Oh, let's see. And David's saying that he did get a hard pull. Yeah, I would imagine. I said that when I said it, I'm thinking, yeah, it has to be a hard pull. It's a credit card. Yeah, you're gonna get a hard pull. And then 15,000 limit. Okay, that's cool. and David hasn't actually gotten the card yet. He just has the app right now. So at some point he'll get the card. Now I will say this Apple card is very nicely designed. It's Apple, right? So they really knocked it out of the park when it comes to the design of the card. Titanium, no numbers on it at all, engraved, etched. Your name is etched in there. They did a really good job. So I give them credit for that. Now, what's in the card, as far as earn and all that stuff, I'm not really a big fan of, but the card itself does look pretty sleek. And so, yeah, I'll give them credit for that. It's definitely a talking piece, and when people start handing that card out, people are gonna be like, wow, that's cool. So, yeah, they did a good job on that. All right, guys, please hit the like button if you're in the room. We got about 28 likes. Our goal is to hit 50 likes on the show, so if you could please help us out there. If you have not hit the like button, please do so. And like I said, subscribe to the channel. You want to do that, especially if you're new here. And now that we have this loyalty points program, if you subscribe to the channel, you're going to get 50 points, right? And 50 points, that's a lot. That's equivalent to what? Watching 50 minutes of this live stream. So it's pretty good. Okay. Creed, what's going on? First time seeing you here. Thanks for stopping by. J-Dub, what's going on? I have the Chase Unlimited, and let's see, no cap, but trying to figure out what should go with them. Don't Freedom Cards. Okay. I really wish I could make this larger on screen. It just, now it moves me off. It's just the print is too small for me. My eyes are getting old now. I can't really see the way I used to. Yeah. Okay. All right. So we're just gonna struggle through it. You're gonna see me probably leaning forward a little bit just to make sure I can read it. Okay. So J-Dub is saying I have the Chase Unlimited, but trying to figure out what should go with them. Let's see, don't want the other Freedom Card. What would you suggest? So if you don't want the other Freedom Card, you have the Chase Unlimited. Do you have the Chase Sapphire Reserve, Chase Sapphire Preferred? Those are the other cards that go with it really well. Depending on how much you travel, if you do travel, let's say 3 to 4 times per year, I would look into getting the Chase Sapphire Reserve. The annual fee on that card is a little bit high, but you get the $300 travel credit. So you get the $450 annual fee, but you get a $300 travel credit. So that brings it down to $150. Now, if you don't travel very much, you can consider getting the Chase Sapphire Preferred, $95 annual fee. But I would recommend, if you can, going with the Chase Sapphire Reserve. You have the lounge access, you have the Priority Pass lounge access, which is great if you're traveling. Okay. Plus the restaurant credit. Actually, the restaurant credit is great. The lounges are okay, but it'll at least give you somewhere to go other than being in the regular terminal. So that's what I like about it. Okay. What's going on, Choco? Okay, J-Dub, Chase Sapphire Preferred. So I think you're saying you have the Chase Sapphire Preferred. That's cool. And yeah, Michael's saying that you can look into getting some of the ink cards. So if you do have a business or something, you make money on the side doing something, then consider getting some of the ink cards. If you have the Chase Sapphire Preferred, if you, yeah, that's pretty much your only option as far as getting the ink cards or jumping into hotel branded cards. So if you want to get the World of Hyatt card, that's probably a good card to consider, or getting the United Explorer card. But like I said, you really want to travel in order to get those cards. So you're going to have to start kind of thinking about what is your game plan, like what's your ultimate game plan. All right, so we have a. Uh-oh, I thought he. Hey, what's going on, brother? All right, so let me because I don't think they can hear you, so I'm going to try to figure out how we can make that happen. Okay, give us a second, guys. We're going to try to pull in Braveheart. Let's see here. I'm sure they'll be able to see you. Let's see, get this off the screen here. So you guys can see him, right? But you just can't hear him, probably. And I got to figure out how I can open that up. Oh, let's see here. All right, guys, let me know if you guys can hear him. Oh, no worries, brother. Oh, okay, wow, cool. Let me see. We can see him, no audio. All right, dang, how do I pull audio in? All right. Oh, no, hold up. Let me see. There's some other stuff. Oh, desktop. No, but that desktop audio should be on. Yeah, I can hear you, but they can't hear you. So I don't know how to make that happen. Let me see here. All right, guys, just give me a second here, like 5 minutes. You guys go ahead and check your points. We'll try to figure this out. Let's see. So the display capture here. I don't know what's going on here. Let's see. Oh, no, I didn't want to do that. Yeah, I'm gonna try to figure this out real quick. It's a little, it could be a struggle because I'm on the spot. Like, I'm on the clock right now trying to figure this out. Let's see. All right, that. Hmm. Yeah, that is weird that the audio doesn't work. Desktop audio. Oh yeah, it could be. So I can't. There's another way to pull you in, but I can't do it. Like it's like NDI thing, but it's not working. Let's see here. I saw a little something on here. Let's see. You know what? Maybe. Mm, this is not going to change. What's up? Oh, okay. Yeah, man. Yeah. I don't know how I feel about it right now. Flying, man. That's scary, man. Yeah, I don't know, man. Let me let's see here. How do I pull this up? This is crazy to me right now. Up. This is crazy to me right now. Let's see. That one out. Oh, really? Cool. Job offers for what? Oh, he's a pilot. Okay. Damn. Let's see. Or maybe if I. Oh, okay, cool. Hey, you know what I could probably try to do? Maybe, let me see if this will work. Let's see. If I go here. Yeah, if I take this Bluetooth out, I'm going to try to see if it will, because that might be the problem there. Let's see. All right. You still there, brother?
Yes, sir. I'm here.
Okay. Talk a little bit more.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Okay, so I think they should be able to hear you. Can you guys hear him? It's showing that you
Yes.
can hear him, so let me know if you can hear him.
Yes.
I
No.
hear him.
Maybe so.
Perfect, perfect. All right, cool, cool. All
David, what's up,
right.
brother?
Yeah, let me oh, you're going in and out now. That's all right. The connection
Gotcha.
might be might struggle a little bit.
Gotcha.
Um, yeah, it's just not showing your picture.
It's not.
No.
Let me see here. Is it now?
Yeah, there you go. Maybe I took you out for whatever reason. Okay, guys. So here we have Braveheart. So he is on the show, hanging out. He's flipped your screen
Finally.
right there.
Finally.
What's that?
Finally.
Yeah, finally. I wish I could. Can I open up this? I want to make this a little louder here because it is not as loud as I want it. Oh man. Let's see. Yeah, I can't make it louder. All right, I might ask you to repeat yourself. I'm sorry.
Nah, you good, brother. You good.
But the thing is, I have another monitor or another. My laptop is not right next to me. I usually use an earpiece, but I can't do it for whatever reason. It's not going to let me do the whole Bluetooth thing.
Okay.
So we're just going to have to go with it like this. But no, it'll still work. So Braveheart, let's talk a little bit about. So you were the one that had the Chase Sapphire Preferred, right? And then you upgraded.
Yeah, I had it for exactly like a year and 3 days to be exact. I mean,
Okay.
I applied for it, and I was actually surprised that I got it because I got up at like in the middle of the night and I was watching a few, YouTube videos, and I said, you know what, I'm just gonna give it a shot. What can go wrong, and maybe use like a few points, whatnot.
Uh huh.
And I got it. I got back from my vacation, from my cruise, and they actually denied one of my transactions while I was on vacation. So I called them. I'm like, hey, WTF? And during the conversation, I was like, you know what? I'm just about over, my 1 year anniversary. So can I upgrade? They're like, yeah, no problem. They did it. They transferred, $1,000 from my British Airways card, and sure enough, they gave it to me. Came in the mail about 3 days later.
Cool,
So
cool,
yeah,
man.
man.
Cool. Have you had a chance to use it yet, or?
Definitely. I actually just used it. I went to Pollo Tropical and I got some food just now.
Oh, okay,
Definitely. I'm
cool. Yeah,
maximizing my points, brother.
yeah, yeah. But you haven't been able to travel with it yet. So you haven't been used the like Priority Pass or anything like that.
No, not as yet, no. But I'm definitely going to be using that. Let me see, maybe April or July next year, planning a trip
Okay.
to Japan.
Oh, Japan. Oh, that'll be nice. Um,
Definitely. I want to go to Tokyo.
you just know you have to sign up for that. Priority Pass card. Like, so
Oh
it's
yes,
not an automatic. Like some
yes.
people think, oh, yeah, yeah. So make sure you sign up. Make sure you sign up for that because you don't want to walk into Priority Pass and be like, hey, yeah, I want to get in my lounge access, and they look at you and say, yeah, where's your card?
Exactly. Yeah. I already went online. I went through the process. I clicked that button already, so I'm just waiting for it to come in the mail.
Cool, cool, cool. All right, so
Yeah,
guys,
man.
if you have questions for it's is what's your name? Domain?
My name is Demain, but my friends call me Braveheart.
Braveheart. All right. What does that come from? What's the Braveheart? What's the story behind that?
Honestly, because I love the movie Braveheart. I watch it. I used to watch it a lot when it first came out. So everybody, hey, that's that guy Braveheart because he loved watching that movie.
Oh, I got you. Okay. All right. So yeah, if you guys have questions for Braveheart, we'll just call you Braveheart. If you have questions for Braveheart, please go ahead and put it in the chat. And I want to talk a little bit about how you guys started with points. So what was the aha moment where you decided to get into the whole points game?
Well, honestly, is after I had like my daughter was born, I started looking at my finances, and I'm not that old, so I'm thinking to myself, how can I make her life better? And one of the really big things was I didn't have good credit.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have good credit at all. I had student loans. I had a ton load of debt. I had almost like $30,000 in debt,
Oh
and
wow.
I started do some research on how to clean up my credit, and I started finding the videos from Credit Shufu, um, Ask Sebi, whatnot, about building credit and getting these cards and stuff. And I'm like, you know what? If I can actually make get something back from money that I'm already spending, it's a no-brainer. I mean, why not? So after I rebuilt my credit, I got my first card from Chase, the Freedom card. After that, man, I like the sky was the limit, man. I just started occurring points after points after points. Started watching more and more videos, and I saw you. I saw your channel, and I was like, hey, man, like there's a guy that looks, you know, similar to, you know, and I was actually drawn to your channel honestly because you are a black guy, honestly,
Okay.
because there are not too many, black men doing this, you know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
I honestly, and I started watching your videos more and more, and you know, it just helped me to grow a lot,
Yeah, yeah.
especially when it came point to applying for certain cards because I applied for a lot of cards when I first started, and I kept getting denied. And I
Oh,
started
okay.
watching videos, and I kind of got why I should apply, when what credit score I should use, whatnot, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, the points game is pretty interesting, man, and I love it. I love it.
Yeah. What's your favorite point redemption? Do you have one yet where you've used points and on a trip?
I have not yet.
Okay.
Um, right now, I'm actually a point hoarder right now because the
Uh
points
huh.
that I have, I actually haven't spent anything. I have like a few $100s in cash back from like my Capital One cards and stuff, but I haven't spent a dime yet. But
Okay.
come next year, that's when I'm actually cashing in on most of everything because I'm planning
Yeah.
that
Don't
trip to
do
Japan.
everything. Don't. don't don't get crazy. I mean, you want to be able to still, yeah.
True.
I mean, because this is what's going to happen. You're going to use these points, and then you're really going to go from you love points now to like that's the rush when you actually use those points and you're flying first class, business class, staying in these nice hotels, and you're going to be hooked at that point. You think you're
I
hooked
know, right?
now, but once you actually use them, then it's going to be game over. So you don't want to use them all. Try to still maximize as much as possible. Um, and there's some really good sites out there. That awardhacker.com is really good to check just to see what kind of value you can get. But yeah, you don't
Man,
want to burn them all because then you'll be shooting yourself in the foot. Like I could have
that's true.
got
That's
this. I
true.
could have got. I mean, yeah, you
That's
want
true.
to you don't want to use them all. But yeah, I tell you, the first trip that I went on when I went to Paris, it was amazing because just using points and being able to do that, it changed my whole outlook on points. And I mean, I liked them before, but I didn't know if it really worked until I used
Gotcha.
the points. And then after I used it, then it was just it was amazing. So
Yeah,
yeah,
man.
so I sense an accent. Where's that accent from?
I am originally Jamaican. Like I was born in
Jamaican.
Jamaica. Yeah, raised in New York.
Oh, okay, cool, cool. So do you go back to Jamaica often or?
I do from time to time. I most of my dad's family they're still there. Most of
Uh
my
huh.
mom's side of the family they're actually scattered all over the world. I have family in Canada, Europe. Actually, I have some family in Asia as well. Believe it or not.
Cool,
Um,
cool, cool.
yeah, but I have family. My whole family is all mixed up. My great grandparents are actually German
Oh
on
wow.
my
Okay.
dad's side. Yeah,
Cool, cool, cool.
yeah, man.
So what's and let's talk. I want to talk about flying. So you're working on getting your pilot's license. What
Yes,
brought that
yes.
about?
I've always wanted to fly. I was wanted to be a pilot ever since I was a kid. Um, I was going to elementary school in Jamaica, and there was a crashed airplane inside the school. For some reason, they didn't decide to take the plane out. It just sat there, and every day, it doesn't matter what time of day, it's like after school is done, everybody's going home, and I'm the last kid to leave school. And my mom had to come and get me from school because she knew exactly where I was. I was always either inside or on top of that plane. And I didn't know because my dad was actually here in the States working. I didn't know, but my dad was actually a pilot, and I didn't know that back then. So
Mm-hmm.
I had it in me ever since, since I was young.
Oh, okay. Cool,
Yeah, man.
cool. And you said
Yeah.
your brother's a pilot right now, or?
Yes, yes. He's my younger brother. He actually finished school before me because I actually dropped out a few years ago, but I'm actually back in school right now. But
Okay.
he actually, I pushed him to make sure that he actually didn't, follow in my footsteps. He
Okay.
got his pilot license last year, and actually no, I'm sorry, the year before, and he was working in California in San Diego for the 2 years. But he recently moved back to Fort Lauderdale, and he has two job opportunities right now. He just went on one interview today, and tomorrow morning he's flying to Chicago for another interview for another pilot job.
Cool, cool. So what is the process? Like I always see these pilots, but I don't know. Like what is the process of, and where do you go with it? Like are you trying to fly big airlines, or you want to fly small planes, or what is that process?
Well, I'm gonna tell you how my dad did it. I'm gonna tell you how I'm gonna do it. Well, the way my dad did it, he pretty much bought an airplane and he hired a pilot to teach him how to fly it. He got his license and he basically fly himself wherever he wants.
Hmm.
Sometimes he flies down here. He come and gets me. We go to the Bahamas for the weekend or somewhere. But for the most part, on my end, I'm actually doing the same thing, but it's costing me a little bit more because my dad got a really good deal. I'm not getting that good of a deal. I don't have my own airplane, so I have to rent an airplane.
Hmm.
So basically, I'm renting the airplane for like $100 an hour, and you got to have 45, at bare minimum, 45 to 48 hours to get your private pilot's license, and then
Okay.
after that, you start working on your commercial license.
Oh, I see. And so you pay. You said like $100 an hour. So you need
Correct.
to like 48 out. You said 48 hours, 45 to 48 hours.
Correct.
Okay. And then, but do you have to do like a test other than flying? Like,
Definitely, definitely, there is a written test and there is an actual check ride. The check ride, basically, a certified flight instructor will actually fly with you. He's not going to
okay,
tell you what to do. He's basically just going to observe everything that you do from beginning to end. Make sure that you know the whole 9 yards. And
okay,
before the check ride, you actually have to go on a solo flight. Basically, fly from point A to point B by yourself in that aircraft without no help.
okay.
You have to do that. You have to do the written, and then you have to do the check ride with the certified flight instructor to get
Oh,
your
okay,
private pilot.
okay. But so you do the solo ride first. They need to
Yeah,
make sure.
they make sure that you can actually do it by yourself first. Yeah.
Exactly, and then they'll get on the plane and say, okay.
Yes,
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, that's
yeah,
interesting. Like I said, I always see pilots, and I don't know anything about flying or anything like that. I do have a buddy that actually a coworker that has a helicopter, and so he flies his helicopters. He wants to
nice,
get his pilot license too. The closest I've ever come to getting any type of license when it comes to the FAA was the drone. Like I got a drone license, the little
nice.
drone thing, because they made you do that. Like in order for me to shoot real estate, like I shoot some real estate photography,
Gotcha.
as well as wedding photography. So I wanted to get, I have a drone, so I wanted to get that license. So I'm legally able to fly up over a crowd, not over a crowd, but fly up and take pictures at weddings and stuff like that, and then do the
Yeah,
real estate photography. So yeah, that's it. That's the
definitely.
closest I've come. I just all it is a written test, but
Gotcha. Gotcha.
yeah,
Quick
that's
question. With that written test, did they ask you anything about the airspace?
airspace. Yeah, airspace, cloud conditions, like different cloud formations, and
Okay.
they ask you a lot of stuff that I would never.
You
I,
never
a
thought
lot
about
of
it,
those
right?
questions had nothing to do with flying a drone. Actually, I'd say 80% of the questions had nothing to do with flying a drone. It was just more of just being familiar with how
Rules and
planes
regulations.
fly. Yeah, they're the rules of the road when it comes to flying. Just so you know how to stay away, or well, you shouldn't even be up that high anyway. But just so you're familiar with that kind of stuff. Yeah, so it was interesting though. Okay, let's see. We got a question from David. If you guys have questions, please put them in the chat. Braveheart is on our show right now. We're gonna ask him some questions. I want to do more community live streams, so we're gonna start doing this. Hopefully, do this on a regular once we get going. So if you guys are in the room and you guys are interested, just let me know. You don't have to let me know right now, but you can let me know later in the WhatsApp group or what have you. If you guys are interested, just coming on and just talking about your experience when it comes to travel credit cards and travel. So let's see. So Braveheart, David wants to know what do you like most about credit cards? Like I guess any credit card we can say.
I like the protection that I get from from using credit cards,
Hmm.
because in the past I've actually been on the wrong end of a transaction where I use my card over the phone for a particular transaction or over the internet, and
Uh,
then my debit card, that is, and at the end I didn't get my product or service that I was expecting, and
yeah,
then for some reason I can't get my money back. But with a credit card, the protections, that's actually one of the best things that I like about using credit cards, the
yeah.
protections that I
What
get from
did you do in that situation?
um actually, I think I ordered some magazines, sports
Hmm.
magazines, or something like that. I think it was Sports Illustrated, something like that. And I didn't get the magazines at all. And I used my debit card. I called the
Hmm.
company. They said there was nothing that they can actually do to help me, and which
Oh,
kind of sucked because like I spent my money, like it was like almost like 60, $70. I'm like,
yeah,
$70 in the drain. I mean, that's ridiculous. You
yeah.
know, like I called the bank. The bank said that there's nothing that they could do about it, and I'm like, Wells Fargo, it's not a good look for you right now. So
Oh, wow. That,
yeah,
that's that's too
TNA
bad. But yeah,
bubble.
you do have that purchase protection when it comes to the credit cards, all types of credit cards. So that's good. Let's see. Flashpoint, what's going on? Flashpoint Capital wants to know how many credit cards do you have and which ones do you have?
I have the Discover It
Okay.
phone card, the Chase Sapphire Reserve,
Okay.
the City Double Cash,
Okay.
the Freedom, IHG,
Okay.
British Airways,
All right. You got a lot.
Quicksilver.
All
I
right.
do, I,
Cool.
I do, I do have a few, and I actually do use all my cards, and I do pay them all off in full. I do not carry a balance at all whatsoever.
That's cool. That's cool. So
Yeah,
so you have the IHG. How are you liking the IHG card?
it's decent. It's not. it's not my go-to card for my for most of my transactions right now. But I basically got it for the points. Honestly, I got it for
Yeah.
the sign-up bonus and for the free night. Every year. So that's mainly the reason why I got that card. But
Okay.
I really use that one. I mainly use my City Double Cash, my Freedom. Right now, 5% back on gas. I actually
Yeah.
just used it maybe about like 30, 40 minutes ago before I got back on the live chat here.
Cool, cool. So I'm taking it you use your credit cards exclusively, like you don't use debit card anymore, or how are
Oh,
you going? Yeah,
no debit, no debit. Like if you look at my debit account right now, it's all just paying my credit cards. All
yeah,
transactions just paying my credit cards.
yeah.
Nothing
And
says.
when did you make that change? Was that something you've been doing for a while, or?
That actually happened after I got the Freedom Card.
Okay,
After I got a Freedom Card, I said, you know what? I'm just gonna be using the Freedom Card for everything. If I'm getting just a 1 point back, I'll get it until I'm able to get a better card, and that's what I've been doing ever since.
okay. Um, let's see. David has a question. Let's see. He just posted another merit upgrade. Wait, what are we pray for? How are you going to fix your Amex situation? So, what Amex situation? I wasn't. Maybe you guys
Well,
were chatting about this before.
I actually applied for the Platinum Card the other day. David gave me his link.
Oh,
But
okay.
upon checking, actually my score dropped because of my student loans. I
Oh,
actually
okay.
wasn't paying one of them. But right now, that's actually student loan actually got wiped out of my credit. I don't know why they took it off. It disappeared. Is that for some reason it just disappeared after I applied for the platinum card. So my score dropped. I applied for it and I can't. I guess you gotta wait until my score goes back up for me to actually apply for it again.
Okay. So you're saying that you have a student loan that was on your credit or wasn't on your credit?
Yeah, it was on my credit up until like what 4 or 5 days ago. Like it just totally just disappeared. I called them and they said there's nothing there. They can't find any trace of it. I'm like, well, okay. It was there, but now it's not.
Oh, wow. And this is on all three, or you just called
Yeah,
Experian, or?
all, it was actually on all. Actually, it was only on TransUnion and Experian, and
Oh,
it
okay.
actually went off both. Equifax didn't have it at all, but it was gone from both creditors.
Oh, wow. Wow. That's crazy. So you just gonna, it's a waiting game now. You're just gonna have to wait it out.
Definitely, yeah.
That's all right. It's only American Express. You're good.
I know, right?
you
No,
got
they didn't
you
hear
got
that.
you got the Chase card. You got the Chase Sapphire Reserve. That's all you need, right,
I
David?
know, right? The king of all cards.
Yeah, just tell David that's all you need. Yeah. he can get his he can get his referral points later.
I know, right?
Yeah. So let's see. So you said you're going to Japan next year. Any other trips that you have planned? So you generally don't travel that much.
I do try to do at least like 2 trips a year, but it's something recent. It's not something that I've been doing. Like I just got back from this mini cruise with my daughter because her my birthday is on the 9th and her birthday is on the 11th. So we
Oh,
went on this
okay.
little mini cruise, just to celebrate our birthday. Um, I'm trying to show her the world pretty much. I want
Yeah.
to expose her to the world, let her know that this is just not it. You can
Yeah.
actually go somewhere else and do other things, see other people, experience other foods, experience something else besides just what's what you can see right in front of you.
Yeah.
The world is a vast, giant place. We can travel and go see other things.
Yeah. That's true. Like that's good that you're doing that because um, yeah, there's so many people. A lot of my friends, they've never left the country. And even my family, like my parents, have never flown anywhere outside the country. They've gone on cruises before, but they've never flown anywhere outside of the U.S. So there are a lot of people out there that have never seen anything but U.S. soil. So
And it's
it's
sad.
good. To, yeah,
It's sad because the world is such a beautiful place. I mean, if you go
yeah,
and experience some of these things, like some people, like when I was younger, We had tourists coming, into Jamaica, and a lot of people didn't leave. Honestly, a lot of people actually came, visited the island, and said, "We're actually going to move here." They actually bought a house, went back, got their stuff, their finances in order, and actually moved back to Jamaica. So I mean, like, a lot of places are very, very beautiful, and some people are just missing out on nature, on life, because they're just so close-minded about, just not trying to take that leap.
Yeah, yeah, you're 100% correct. So, David's asking a question about Japan. Now, you're going to Japan for the Olympics? Is that where you're going?
I'm actually not going for the Olympics. It's just a coincidence that
Mm-hmm.
I'm going in 2020. And I actually spoke to a friend of mine that's there, and he actually reminded me. He's like, "Hey, you know what? It's actually going to be the Olympics." And I was like, "OMG, I gotta, see if I could book this thing really quick, because
Yeah,
I do not want the hotels to, get booked out right now. So trying to
yeah.
see if I can get everything in order, before it gets close to that time."
Have you tried to figure out where you're going to stay, and like, are you going to use the IHG points for the hotel, or like, what is your plan?
Yeah, I do want to use my SG points for the hotel, and I want to use my British Airways points along with my UR points for my airline travel.
Okay, okay,
Yeah, I definitely want to be like in the heart of Tokyo, though. I want to be right in the smack dab in the middle of Tokyo.
okay. What do you plan to do out there? I've never been to Japan, so have you done any research or anything?
I wanted probably do the Cherry Blossom Festival. I would like to experience that, before I pass. I would love to experience that.
Okay,
I want to do that. I want to do. I'm a big car guy. I want to visit the underground car scene over there.
okay,
I'm really big on video games as well, so I want to go to some of the video game conventions over there. See what it's like, because
okay.
I heard, and I've seen a few videos. On every Sunday they have this little get together, if you will. They dress up in different costumes or whatnot, kind of like Comic Con,
Uh-huh.
and it's pretty dope, man. I mean, I've seen some videos, and it's pretty nice. I want to go there and experience all of that.
Okay. Cool. 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 Yeah. Yeah. I want to go to Japan as well. Probably not next year though. I don't want to be there. I mean, part of me wants to be there at the Olympics, but then I don't want to be with. I mean, everything is just going to be really expensive, so
It is.
I might
It is.
pass on that. There are a couple of guys that were talking about going actually in to Japan for the Olympics, but yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be able to swing that. Um, so as far as where are you gonna? So you're holding out right. You're waiting right now. So are you trying to get into the or to the American Express ecosystem? Is that what your plan
I
is next?
I do want to get in there. One of the one of the big thing is, my dad, kind of like a little bet, because my dad has a Centurion card, and he bet me. He said, "Hey, if you ever get into it at American Express and get your credit up to where you actually get a Centurion card, I'll give you X amount of money."
Oh,
So it's actually kind of like, I want, I'm taking that challenge on right now, because if he's giving out money like that, let me get it.
exactly. That's cool. That's cool. So that's some motivation right there to get into American Express for sure. For
Definitely,
sure. So,
definitely.
what other stuff you have going on? Like, as far as anything else, what other channels do you watch? Let's talk about that.
Well, I do watch Ask Sebi.
Uh
Um,
huh.
I like his breakdown sometimes on a break even point of certain cards or whatnot. I
Yeah.
do watch Credit Shufu.
Okay.
I think those are the other two channels that I mainly watch. I watch David's channel as well. I do watch
Uh,
David's channel.
whose
Um,
channel?
and I do watch Wise Flies. David. Um,
Oh, Wise Flies. Okay, you said David. I'm thinking, what David? Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. Wise Flies. Okay, yeah, okay.
yeah. Yeah, yeah, there are a few channels that I do dabble into it, and I do watch, sometimes, and I mostly at night when I come in from work or whatnot, I do research. I like to learn. I like to
Yeah.
learn a lot. You know. if it's not about credit building, it's about wealth building. You know,
Mm-hmm.
you know, because I honestly, David, one of the reasons why I want to finish up getting my pilot's license, I actually want to give back to the community. I actually want to teach kids how to fly. That's
Oh,
one of the
okay.
things that I want to do as well. So when it's all said and done, and I have my pilot career, I actually do want to do that on the side. I
Okay.
do want to teach a few kids how to do it. I want to give back. So
That's cool, man. That's really good to hear because I mean most people in general have like I have no clue what it takes to get a pilot's license. Like I said, all I see are the people, the pilots when they're getting on the plane and all that. I know the stripes now. That's the only thing I know, and the only reason I
I know,
know that
right?
is because I was watching one of these. What was it? It was. I think it was a show from England or something. It was like a reality show, and they were pilots. I can't remember the airline, but it was pretty interesting because they were showing like they were going through pilot training. What was the name of
Okay.
that airline? It's a purple plane. No, it's not Wow. I don't think it's Wow. No, it couldn't have been Wow.
I would love to get that info. If you
Yeah,
could
it
dig
was
that
a.
up, let me
I
know.
remember it being a purple plane. It was on. It might have been on either. It's either on Amazon Prime or Netflix. I'll have to look into it. But it was interesting because yeah, they were learning how to be commercial pilots. If you guys know what I'm talking about, they did a few different episodes. It might actually even be on YouTube. Maybe I saw it on YouTube. I think maybe I did. I'm gonna do a little search real quick. But anyway, yeah, they were trying to become pilot, or they were, you know, becoming pilots, and so they were talking
Okay.
about the whole process. I just remember it was like a. Let me see. I can't do two things at once. Let
That's
me
all right.
type this in.
And for anybody that may want to consider this career, it's actually a pretty lucrative career if you're just doing it for the money. I mean, I want to do it because I love it. But just so you guys know, like my brother, he's 25. He's my younger brother, right?
Uh huh.
He just got back from California. He bought a Hellcat, a 2017 Hellcat, for as his graduation present after he got his pilot's license. Just
Wow.
now, before I got on the live stream, when I got home, I pull up to the house and I see a BMW M4 outside, and I'm like, this guy just went and bought another car, and it's not cheap, and he's 25 and he's just spending his money, and he's thinking about buying a house right now, but a 25-year-old kid has an $80,000 car and a $70,000 car, and he's thinking about buying a house. I mean, it's a pretty lucrative career.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You know, it's funny. I don't know how I got to this video, but it was on YouTube. You know how they show you
What
they
they
promote
recommend.
things to you. And
Gotcha.
yeah, one of them it was a pilot, and he pretty much was just coming on, just saying how much pilots make, and I was amazed at some of the,
Yeah, man.
some of, so I mean they're making some really good money. Okay, so the documentary, it's on YouTube. I think I was watching them on YouTube. It's EasyJet. So
EasyJet. Okay.
it's EasyJet. It's a documentary. I just remember they were from like England or something. They had the accent. I don't know exactly. I wasn't looking at all listening to all that, but it's
Gotcha.
cool because they're all in this flight school, and they go through like EasyJet will put them through this flight training, and then they show them actually flying and doing the requirements in order to become an EasyJet pilot.
Nice.
So it was interesting. But on that show, it's funny because that's where I realized like. Um, the stripes, because I didn't know the stripes before. Like the four stripes is the captain, and the three stripes is the
Quick
assistant. What?
quick question, David.
Yeah,
Um, have you ever thought about going to Dubai?
to
I,
Dubai.
I know I know it's off topic. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. You know what? I would like to go to Dubai. Definitely. As far as photography, I think it's an amazing place to go. Like to get on some of those skyscrapers and take pictures of the area. Yeah, definitely.
I may be going to Dubai before I go to Japan.
Uh huh.
Reason why I have a buddy over there that's working as a pilot. He's
Oh,
making a
okay.
little bit over 300 grand a year, and
Sheesh.
when I'm done, he's actually getting me. He's actually one of the chief pilots over there. He's actually getting me a job. So
Uh-huh.
hopefully, if that comes through, I wanna fly you over there, bro.
Oh, hey, I'm down. I'm down.
Yeah, man. Being
That would
that
be
being
a
that you don't
nice.
want to go in the little turboprop with me, I mean, let's go over to like do it like that.
In the little turboprop?
No, 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 not the little turbo. No, no,
Whew, you scared me, man. It's funny. I was telling you, one of my coworkers has a helicopter, right? And
yeah,
so I he has a hangar nearby, and so we all went over there when he first got the helicopter, and he was flying it around. He says, "Yeah, yeah, I'll take you guys out. I'll fly you around." So I'm like, "All right, that sounds cool. Let's go ahead and do that." So we all went over there, and we were hanging out and stuff, and it's a bunch of us, probably like 20 of us over there. He had like a little party, and so he pulled out the helicopter, or like we went in and saw the helicopter, and it was small, man, like small.
looks
I'm
like a
thinking
little toy.
helicopter. I'm thinking like big, right? This thing was like the size of like one of those little smart cars. It
Yeah,
was the
I know
size of
exactly what you're
that,
talking.
right?
Yeah, it's a
And
two-seater.
all the whole front is just glass, and then there's no room in there at all, right?
Yep.
And so, and then the thing that got me though, the thing that got me is like, nah, that's all right, I'm good. I'll, I'll wait till you get a bigger helicopter. The thing that
I'll
got me
pass.
is the fact that there was like you had the glass on the front, and you have just that one little part of the helicopter, like the metal that goes up,
Gotcha.
and then he had a little piece of yarn that was on the front, on the outside, right? And I'm like, hey man, there's some yarn like hanging on the front. What is that? And he was like, oh, that's how I tell where what way the wind is blowing. And when he
Yeah.
said that, I'm like, wait a minute, what? So my life is at
Oh
risk, and
man.
all you have is this little yarn that waves back and forth to tell you where the wind. No, man, I'm good.
I'll pass. I'll pass.
Yeah, we when you get a bigger helicopter that's got some more, technology, maybe. I
I
guess
know, right?
technology can fail too, so that. But I
Oh man,
just
but
see
yeah,
us up in the air, and that little piece of yarn just flies off somewhere. It's like, uh oh.
I'm not afraid of
Yeah,
heights, but in a helicopter, I'm actually pretty terrified of those, brother. I'll go in an
yeah,
airplane, no problem, but helicopters, not my thing at all, bro.
yeah.
Not my thing.
Yeah, those things. And then watching him take off too, he just like, and just takes off. No, it wasn't like a gradual up, and then like he had to like up and then just fly away real quick.
Oh man,
I'm
I
good,
couldn't do
and I know this
it.
guy, right? I work with him, so I know him.
Oh
Yeah,
man. Oh
yeah.
man,
It was a interesting thing, that's for sure. All
that's
right,
what's
guys.
up.
All right. So, any other questions, guys? If you have any other questions, I know Braveheart, you're sitting in the car, man. I don't want to keep you too long, but I do appreciate you
No
coming
problem.
on, man. Yeah, I appreciate
Not
you
a
coming
problem,
on.
brother.
I appreciate all your support, man. I'm glad, that, like I said, I want to have these more often where we have like a community thing where we bring people in and we just talk to people who are using points. I don't want to always have like a guest that has a channel and all that. I want to talk to people who are doing it, who are out
We're
there
out there
getting
in the
the
field.
points. Yeah, exactly. And their experiences and all that good stuff. But yeah, I'm glad you got that Chase Sapphire Reserve card. So you haven't been in a lounge yet, or have you had that experience?
I've been in the lounge. I've been in the lounges a few times, with my dad because he got the Centurion card or whatnot. But
Okay.
me personally, with my cards, no, I haven't used my
Okay.
cards for anything as yet. But
Yeah.
pretty soon though, I'm working my way up there.
Yeah. And just that's one thing I always try to warn people. Priority pass lounges, they are average. Okay. If you're flying business class, first class, that's when you get that full experience when it comes to lounges. But other than that, you're gonna have another area to sit in that's not on the regular terminal, and you have some refreshments and stuff like that. But they're not really luxurious lounges. But it is somewhere to go other than the terminal. That's what I like about it. And then the restaurant credits. You're in Florida, right?
Yes, yes, correct.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't think there are any lounges that. I don't think there are any lounges in Fort Lauderdale. Maybe there is. I
No, Priority Pass has lounges, but not Centurion. Centurion is in
okay.
MIA in
In
Miami.
MIA. Okay. Are you fly to Fort Lauderdale? Or you fly to MIA?
I actually do both wherever it's cheapest.
Oh, okay. I didn't know they were
Wherever
that
it's cheap.
close.
Well, it's not that close. It's not that close for me, but I mean, I don't mind taking like because the highway for me is like 30 minutes down
Okay.
to Miami, so I don't mind taking that 30 minutes for
Oh
the
yeah,
extra.
that's not bad at all.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, that's good that you can go to either or. And like, I'm in Los Angeles, same thing. I can go to Los Angeles Airport. I can go to Orange County Airport, um, Burbank Airport. I can go to a lot of different Ontario, so I can shoot out to all those different ones. And I do the same thing you do. Just look for what's cheapest, because
definitely.
especially when it comes to points, when you start redeeming your points, you're going to realize that you don't always you don't you have to be flexible basically. So in order to make everything happen, you have to have some flexibility. So being able to look at different airlines and or different airports, fly to different airports will really help you out. I just noticed my
Definitely.
audio was really low for whatever reason. I think maybe I moved it down, so I moved it back up. Hopefully that sounds okay.
I, I think David has something to do with that.
Yeah, he probably did. He probably did. But yeah, brother. All right, so we're gonna call it. But I just wanted to say, yeah, thank you very much, man, for coming on. And like I said, in the future, I definitely want to have you on some more if you are so willing to come on and
Not a problem, brother.
talk about your experiences. And yeah, let me know about the whole Dubai thing. So, what are your plans? Like, and we actually didn't get to this. I want to ask this real quick. So,
Yep.
you're getting your license, but you do want to go commercial ultimately. Is that what you're saying?
Definitely, yes. I'm actually debating because, like I said, a buddy of mine in Dubai, he wants to hire me. Actually, my brother and I, he wants to hire both of us. But I'm actually thinking I may do just fly private for somebody because one
Okay.
of the job offers that my brother just got is actually flying for a really successful businessman. Can't say the name, but he's obviously he's really wealthy, and my brother may be flying for him pretty soon. And it's actually pretty nice scheduled. Like get up, fly at 6 o'clock in the morning, fly him to New York, you know, walk around New York for a little bit, spend a few hours, and then fly back. You have the rest of your day, and you're making a killing doing it. I
Yeah.
mean, you don't have to worry about getting to the airport on time. Push off with the airlines. You know what I'm saying? Because you have push off times with the airlines. In the private, it's whenever he wants to fly. You fly him. You know what I'm saying?
Uh huh.
So I'm actually debating which way I'm gonna go, but either way I'm gonna be making really good money. So either way.
Okay. I think there might be even an echo in the room. Maybe that's why I had it turned down. Hopefully, I'm gonna have to figure out how to fine tune this stuff later. But yeah, man. All right. So that sounds cool, man. That sounds like a real good deal. And
Yeah.
definitely, I mean, you're in the WhatsApp group, so you'll be keeping in touch with us there. But
You know what I probably do, David. I don't mean to cut you, but I may actually, if you don't mind, probably one of these days we could probably set up a live stream where my brother and I probably go flying and probably stream it live, maybe something like that.
oh
I'm not
yeah,
sure.
that would be cool, man. That would definitely be cool. I'd love to
Yeah,
have that on the show, man. If you want to plan that out,
yeah,
yeah,
man,
I'd love to have that on the show.
definitely,
That would be cool. All right.
definitely. Yeah, I'll get with him, see what we can cook up, see if we could probably fly around, get some footage or whatnot, and probably go live with you guys.
Yeah, that would be amazing, man. That would be a good show. All right, man. Thank you for stopping by, and we'll be talking to you soon, man. Good luck on your. Where are you right now with when it comes to the license? Like, where would you say you are in the process? In the middle, almost to
No,
the
I'm
end, or?
I'm I'm actually a little bit closer to the end, but unfortunately, I'm actually switching flight instructors because
Oh,
my
okay.
flight instructor that I had, he actually got into a car accident, and he got back because he was actually obviously grounded because of the car accident. The FAA grounds you when you get into an accident, and
Okay.
he works for a company that teaches um, kids how to fly or whatnot, but he has like too many students right now. So I'm actually
Okay.
switching, getting a new flight instructor. But as soon as I get the new flight instructor, he's gonna evaluate me and see where I'm at, what I know, what I what I don't know, whatnot, and go from there. But I'm very close to the end of getting my private.
Okay. Cool. 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 All right, man. I appreciate you stopping by, brother. And I will. I'll talk to you. I'll talk to you soon, man. All
Thank you
right.
very much for having me. You guys have a good night.
Yeah. You too, brother.
Alrighty.
All right. Bye bye. All right, guys. Yeah. So I didn't know if there was feedback. So that's one thing that I'm gonna have to figure out. So I guess you guys can let me know too. I was trying to do all this stuff at once, and I don't know if there was feedback. I think usually I have a little earpiece in, but I wasn't able to use it this time for whatever reason. So just doing things on the fly. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that interview. And if you guys have any other questions, we can finish up here with the questions, and then we'll call it. Let's see. I know David's. Let's see here. Let me get 1 second to get everything situated here. All right, guys, we're back now. I got everything back situated, and we got Braveheart. Thank you for having me. Yeah, thanks again, Braveheart, for coming on. I really appreciate it, and keep us up to date on your progress with the pilot's license. I think that's amazing, man. That's one of those things, that's an amazing feat. And I always look at these guys that are getting on that they're flying these planes, and I always think, wow, man, that would have been a nice career. I mean, I've already done a career. Maybe I'll do another one. Who knows? But yeah, that would be a nice career. Okay, so let's see, David. So you're asking me to look at the WhatsApp group. Is this? Let's see, posted on WhatsApp group just now. Oh, okay. So you checked into a hotel. Yeah, we can pull this up. Let me see here. Is it gonna play here? Looks like it's not gonna play. Oh. So the St. Regis, very nice. Okay, let's see if we can get it to play. Oh, there it goes right here. So here's David at his St. Regis Hotel. They didn't want to let you in. Is that an Apple Card? Oh man, it stopped on me. Hey, it's not showing. The video froze. Yeah, the video froze, David. I don't know what's going on with it. I'll take a look at it, and then maybe I can show it in the next show. But yeah, it looks like it's frozen. Do you guys have any questions? Please, if you have questions, put it in the chat, and then we can discuss those questions. And if you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing. We are here every Saturday and every Monday, so consider stopping by and subscribing to the channel. Yeah, I think it's. I think we have a issue here. Let's see if it plays. Yeah, it keeps freezing right at that moment. I don't know why. So, we'll I can pull it up later in another show. All right, guys. Let me go back and see if there are any other questions that I missed while this was while Braveheart was talking here. I think it's amazing that he's getting his pilot's license. That's an amazing thing there. If you guys can do me a favor, please hit the like button if you can. If you are new or if you have not hit the like button yet, please hit the like button so we can get the likes up here. And let's see. TC, I may have missed this, but did Braveheart go through what he did to repair his bill of credit? He talked a little bit about what he did. Okay, we do have it played. I'm gonna let it play out right now. The video is playing in the background. He talked a little bit about what he did. He didn't go into any real specifics, but as far as credit building, the main thing that you want to do is if you can't get credit, like if you can't get any credit cards, then you're gonna have to go the secured credit card route. So get a secured credit card, give them a $200 deposit or whatever the deposit requirement is. Do that, and then from there, wait about 4 to 6 months, and hopefully your credit will start to reflect, positively. So you make sure you pay your bills off every month. I still wouldn't. My whole motto now is never to carry a balance. Never ever carry a balance. So in situations like that, you're going to want to pay it off every month. Do that for a good 4 to 5 months, and you should be at a point where your credit will start getting, showing positive, positive results, I should say. And then once you get up to around 650, 700, around between that, then you can start getting like if you're at 650, 660, you should be able to qualify for like the Freedom cards. And I think that was the first card that he got, was the Chase Freedom. And then from there, then you can start moving your way up into some of the other cards as your credit continues to increase. Now your credit it will go up as you get credit cards. I don't recommend getting a bunch of credit cards at once. When you get a credit card initially, you're going to take a ding, so you're going to take a hit. So it'll be about 4 to 5, I usually say 4 to 5, like 5 to 6 really, just to be on the safe side. 5 to 6 points, that's going to be a hit because of the hard pull. So because that you have that hard pull, you're going to see that drop. Now don't worry, about 2 to 3 months it'll take for your credit to jump back up, and usually it'll jump up higher than where it was because of the utilization. Your utilization should drop because you have more credit available to you. So utilization is based on how much credit you have available and how much credit you're actually using. So that's why you want to pay your credit cards off every month and never have a balance, because if you do that, your credit utilization will be really low. You want to have your credit utilization lower than 10%. That's your goal. That's what you should be focused on. And the more credit cards you get, the lower your credit utilization will go down. So that's the whole thing there. And I was one of the people back in the day that said, oh yeah, you know what, I'll just get a credit card, or I'll get a credit card for emergencies. And I was using the credit card and then just paying the minimum balance or the minimum that I needed to pay every month or that kind of stuff. Well, you don't really want to do that. And the main reason that you don't want to do that is because, for one, or there's 2 reasons really. You're paying interest, which is the obvious reason why you don't want to do that. And the other reason is, if you have credit cards that have a balance, well, that's taken away from your utilization. So it's actually hurting your credit overall because you don't have credit utilization is 30% of your overall FICO score. So if you have $10,000 of money that's out there as far as in credit, and you're paying it off little by little, well, that $10,000 is really going to hurt your overall credit. So if you can pay it all off, then that's when your credit's going to show some improvement and start to increase. So yeah, Just some things to think about. And then, yeah, once I never recommend getting a bunch of cards at once. I recommend kind of getting cards as you need them when it comes to travel credit cards. Get cards when you need them. You don't have to get a bunch all up front. This is a long game. Okay, you're getting cards, or the style of the way that I do things when it comes to travel credit cards. I get cards that I know I'm going to keep and use over time. Okay, there are very few cards that I get and I put in my sock drawer. Very few. The only cards that really you should even consider doing that to are airline branded credit cards and hotel branded credit cards. Those are the ones that you're probably not going to use on a regular, like on a daily basis. But all my other cards, I want to know that I can use those on a daily basis. So the Chase Sapphire Reserve, I know I can use that card all day, every day for a lot of different purchases. Then you get like the Chase Freedom card. You use that in the rotating categories. Chase Freedom Unlimited, you can use that to get 1.5 on all different categories that don't fall under any bonus, like anything 2% or better. So you can use that when you get 1.5. So that's good. So you want to kind of round it out that way and look at it in those in that. I'm trying to think of a way to say this. Just you want to look at it in that aspect. So you don't want to have like cards that you just. Some people will get out there and just get a bunch of cards, and they have no plan on using those cards. They're just churning cards basically, getting a bunch of cards, trying to get the sign up bonus, hit the sign up bonus, and then just hold on to the card and then try to downgrade the card or then cancel the card later. That's not the way that I work. I go from I'm in an ecosystem right now. I'm in the Chase ecosystem. I will eventually graduate over to the, or I won't say graduate because that sounds like the Chase ecosystem is here and then you graduate up. I will gradually move over to the American Express ecosystem, and then it's that once I've have a solid American Express ecosystem, then I might move over to something else. But just something to think about when it comes to it. But yeah, with your credit, that's the best way to do it is do the secured credit cards, and then also you can become an authorized you can become an authorized user. So if you have a family member or a friend that has credit and they've had good credit history for a period of time, then you can use one of their credit cards to become an authorized user. That's going to help you the fastest as far as improving your credit. But yeah, those are some of the options you can think about. Okay, let's see. Michael's saying, I look to grab a sub when I have a lot of spending coming up. Okay, I don't know what we were talking about there. I think I missed part of the conversation. Okay, so guys, any other questions? Just go ahead and put it in the chat. I wanted to pull in. I usually would have this already set up, but with Braveheart, we just had to pull them in. So hopefully that went okay. I'm gonna have to look at it look at it after the fact. I think there probably were some audio issues because I was seeing that it looked like there was going to be some echoing and stuff like that. So we'll have to look at that. Oh, sign up bonus. Okay. All right. I see sub. I think subscriber or subs, an actual sub read sandwich. I don't know what I was looking at. Got it. Sub equals sign up bonus. Okay. Yeah, I look to grab sign up bonus when I have a lot of spending coming up. Yeah, and that's a good way to do it, Michael. Some people are concerned about the minimum spend and hitting the minimum spend. And so it's good to have okay, I have some purchases that I know I'm going to need to make. So let me get a credit card now. And that way I have the cash in the bank. Now I'm not getting the credit card because I don't have the cash. I'm getting the credit card because I can easily hit the minimum spend with that credit card and then pay it off real quick, and then I have those points. So now I'm accruing more points. Looks like Braveheart's chatting. Let's see. And so he said he disputed every negative item on his credit by sending a few letters. So that's cool. That's cool. That's a good way to do it. Yeah, Michael's saying, oh man, TC's all about his subscribers. Yeah, no. I just didn't understand exactly what you're saying. I'm all about the community, but I do want subscribers too. We all want subscribers, right? It just the whole subscriber thing. The reason why we push for subscribers and we push for, or I'll say me, I push for likes and subscribers, is it just broadens my base. Okay, so I want to be able to have more people come in as a community to help each other. And I think the best way to do that is to have more subscribers. And if you're hitting the like button, it helps out because now YouTube is promoting it. They're seeing, oh, these people like the video, so they're going to promote it to other people. And so that brings more people into the conversation. So that's what it's all about. Yeah, so yeah. But I did see sub. I'm thinking sub. He already subscribed. What? I don't get it. I'm not understanding. All right. Let's see here. All right. So Shamrock, good night, man. Thank you for stopping by. Let's see. And David's asking, are you on pace right now for 10,000 by December 28th? So I am not on pace right now. So I need more subscribers. We're looking at we're on pace right now for about to hit about 9,000. Okay. So we still have some room. But the beauty of YouTube is you can just through word of mouth, just through getting it out there as far as putting out more videos and stuff like that. My subscriber count has doubled in the last, I'll give you an example. So within the last couple of months, or I should say since May of this year, my subscriber count has more than doubled. Okay, on a monthly, like the monthly subscriber count. So it can increase really fast, and that's all I would need. I don't even need it to double at this point. If I were to increase it by 30%, so a 30% increase each month, then we would easily go over the 10,000. But right now, yeah, we're on target for about 9,000. So it is very important. I said this in the last live stream. Family members, friends, grab their phone, hit the subscribe button. They're gonna be like, "What? What'd you subscribe for me?" They might not even know what's going on, and maybe it'll turn them on. What I usually do, or what I like, and what I did back when I was learning about travel credit cards before I even was talking about it on YouTube, is one of the things like it wasn't when I was learning, it was actually when I started using points. When I started using points, I got to the point where you start having people asking you questions, like hitting you up about stuff. Why are you traveling so much? You know, and it's because of the money mainly, because they see you traveling all the time and they're thinking, is he working and how is he paying for all these trips? So then I would have these conversations with people, and a lot of what I would do is just say, hey, okay, well, you know what? Check out this channel, and go to, get on their phone, subscribe to, hey, check that channel out. It's a good channel. You'll learn some information. So it's not just me telling you, because like your friends are skeptical, especially if it's you telling them stuff. They're like, I don't know about that. I think this guy's full of it. Even though I keep dropping my phone. Even though they know you, they're still like, there's more to it. You're not telling me something. So sometimes it's good to hear from another person, have another person come in there and kind of lay it out too. It just adds some more validity to what you're saying. So that's a good thing. Okay, it looks like Braveheart's saying that he can send letters if you'd like. So if you guys do have some questions, Braveheart, that would be excellent if you can. And even if it'll be hard to do it here, but in the WhatsApp group, if you put the letters in the WhatsApp group, I think that would be great because there are a lot of people out there. Maybe we can even do a show on that. I always wanted to. I don't know. Fortunately, in my situation, my credit was always decent. Like I never had a time period where my credit was really bad. So when I started getting these travel credit cards, I was at 700, pretty much 700 at that point. And so I was able to get cards. And so I never had that period where I needed to really work on my credit. So I'm always that's one of the things I want to show people, because there are a lot of people that I talk with and say, oh yeah, my credit's not good, that's why I don't get credit cards and all that. But it would be nice to show people, hey, look, this is how you can improve your credit. So yeah, Braveheart, if you could put that in the WhatsApp group, that would be great. I think you could help out a lot of people, and then I will provide more information too on the live chat or on the live streams later. Okay, James, what's going on? Let me see. Let me pull it. I don't like this screen here. It's just too small. Okay, James, let's see. Hello, I'm working on the sign-up bonus for the Chase Sapphire Preferred. I want to use the points for a trip to Colombia. That sounds good in December. That's a great time to go, James, in December. It's like all the festivities they have going on for Christmas. Let's see. The price continues to rise. Should I pay now or wait and use points? Well, you're saying it continues to rise. How many points do you have right now? How do you want to fly? Do you want to fly business class, first class? Where are you flying to? So you're going to Colombia, you're going to Medellin, you're going to Cartagena. The points usually don't change very much unless, like, if you're using United, let's say you want to fly on United, well, yeah, you're going to have, they have they have no blackout dates is what they say, but they have a certain amount of seats that are 20,000 points. You'll need 20,000 one way, so a 40,000 point round trip ticket. They have reward seats set aside for that, and once they use those, then they jump it up to like 50,000 points, which is ridiculous. So that's the pattern that I've been seeing in Colombia, and I've traveled to Colombia a few times. That's the pattern, and it'll get to a point where sometimes it's more valuable to fly business class, and I talked about this in a video that I did, a live stream that I did maybe back in February or March. No, it was probably February because it was when I booked my flight. So in certain situations, it's cheaper to fly business class, and this is going to Colombia. It's cheaper to fly business class than it is to fly first or to fly economy. So I would just kind of look. If you're using United, United's probably the best way to go because you can fly on Avianca, they're partners. So I would look to see what's available now, and then point-wise, if you can use points, it's probably better to use points. I don't know how much the tickets are going for as far as the cash price, but yeah, that'll be a good trip, man. I've been wanting to go during Christmas time, so yeah, you should have fun there. Okay. So Donnie's asking me if I've been to, and this is in Colombia, Piera. I have not been there. Our surrounding pueblos. I hear the women are jaw dropping. So it's funny that you mentioned that. There's a guy in the WhatsApp group right now. So if you jump over to the WhatsApp group right now, in our WhatsApp group, there's a link. I didn't put a link in the comment section. I will come back and put that link in the comment section. But if you do jump in the WhatsApp group, there's a guy, George, that just came back from Piera. I don't know how to say that name, but he was just out there, and he had a good time out there, and he was showing some pictures of the area. So if you want to hit him up too, he can answer some questions for you if you have any questions about that. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and get off here. I appreciate everybody stopping by. Please hit the like button on your way out if you have not done so. Actually, one more thing. I think we have a video playing now. I want to show his video. So don't leave. Don't leave. Everybody stay here. Let's see. I think it shows the whole video. Let me try to run it one more time. I don't know why there's a hang up. It's just slow. Video can't be played. Oh, you know what? I might not be, let me grab my phone. I might not be on anymore. Let's see. Let's see if I'm on WhatsApp anymore. Okay. WhatsApp is down right now. So we'll have to show the video later, David. Oh, there it is. What is going on here? It's just not cooperating. All right, looks like it's playing now. Okay, so we'll go ahead and watch this video. It should flip over here. All right, so this is St. Regis. Very nice. This is like an apartment. That is really nice, man. Fireplace? What? Wow. How many times do you see a fireplace in a hotel? Nice little balcony there. Ooh, nice pool there. Are you able to enjoy yourself when you're here? I mean, you're there for work, so I'd imagine it's kind of like, you know, going from place to place. But I would want to just relax and, man, I don't know if I'd go to work. I might I might call in sick that day, the next day, just so I can relax in the room. That's nice, man. That is top notch. Yeah, that is a good deal. We need to get you one of these Osmo Pockets, man, so you can just kind of give us a nice little review of the room. Yeah, that's cool, man. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, guys. Let me just check, see if there's any final questions or comments. And the plan is to come back on next Saturday, so we'll be on next Saturday. And then I'm gonna have to fine tune all this stuff so we can get everything going right. Braveheart, thank you again for stopping by, man. I really appreciate it. And I want to have more people on too. So if you guys are interested, I need to figure out how to do. I have a different software application that I use to do these live streams or to do like interviews, but I want to be able to do everything just on the software that I use, on the normal software that I use. The main reasons, the ticker at the bottom, all that stuff, I want to be able to continue using that. Also, I don't know how the points work. Like, I don't know if I'm still able to get or have people get points while we're doing it on the other software. So that is the problem right now. I need to figure out how I can really make it happen. I use Streamlabs OBS. I've tried to do, and just for you, those of you who, I'm asking for help. So if you guys use Streamlabs OBS, if you know anyone that uses Streamlabs OBS, what I'm doing right now is I know that they have this whole NDI thing that you can get on Skype and pull people in, pull the videos in that way. I've been trying to do that. I've been tweaking it, going through all the different settings. For whatever reason, it's just not working. And so I try to pull the video in. It shows me that there's that there's a connection to Skype, and I try to pull it in. And when I try to pull it in, I just get a black screen. So I'm not able to pull these people in. So once I'm able to do that, then we're on. Like I'm able to do that. But what I did today is I basically just had a screen capture of one of the monitors that I have open, and then just had Braveheart on that monitor, and then did it that way. So that's a workaround, but it's not ideal because I want to be able to I can pull in even more than one person doing the other method. So if you guys know anyone that uses OBS or Streamlabs OBS, or you use it yourself and you've done that, or you pulled in the Skype call, please hit me up. Let me know, because I need to try to figure out how to fine tune this, because I want to have people on. And plus, I want to be able to come on live like I did today and talk a little bit. And then let's say someone says, oh yeah, I can come on in an hour, then have them come on in an hour if they want to do that. Or if we're in the chat and we're talking back and forth and they say, hey, yeah, I want to come on the show. Okay, come on in. And then just bring them in that way. So that's the plan. All right, guys, let's see. Slow pants, David. Yeah, it was a pretty good one. The one he did a week ago, it was a little too like jerky, but this one was fine. Oh God, yeah, David, you do get some great upgrades, man. I guess if you're out all the time, you're getting the good upgrades, that's for sure. And you're young too, man. So I mean, you I don't know if you're married or what. I don't know what your status is, but yeah, you have some stuff that can impress some people. Let's just say that. You take a girl out on a vacation and you start showing them this kind of stuff, and they're yeah, yeah, it'll be pretty impressive. Let's just say that. Let's see. Okay, anything else? Sweet talking to people at the front desk. It's slower than the last two. Yeah, it was slower, David. It was. It was slower. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and take off here. Please, like I said, hit that like button on your way out. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel for more great videos. Yeah, he's single and he's 22. Yeah, man. Look, when I was 22, what was I doing when I was 22? Man, I hadn't finished college yet. I was on a you know a long plan. I actually just got out of junior college, took a couple years off to find myself, and basically took up a job, worked a little bit, and then went back to school. So I wasn't even back in school until I was 23 or 24. So yeah, I was doing a bunch of nothing. But yeah, you got things going on. You're traveling for business and staying at all these nice places, accruing all these points, and yeah, that's a good deal. Yeah. All right, guys. Yeah, so Saturday we'll be back on. I might jump on prior to that. I love doing the live streams. You guys know that already, so I might jump on maybe, possibly Thursday. We'll see. That's a tentative thing, but possibly we'll jump on Thursday and just see how everyone's doing, and maybe bring up a topic. If there's any stuff that's going on, Dolly's really good about in the WhatsApp group. She always puts these different posts about different things that are going on in the travel credit card world. I check sites from time to time, but due to my other job and doing this and doing all the other little things I'm doing, I'm not always able to keep up to date on all the new things that are coming out or the new things that have come out. So if you guys see stuff in the WhatsApp group, jump in there, post a link just so I can see it. I do check my WhatsApp all the time, all day. And so put that stuff in there, because then it will help me too as far as designing different shows, as well as making topics designing different live streams, like having different live stream topics. It helps me when it comes to that too. All right, guys, I'm out of here. I got to get out of here before it's already getting late, but I got to get out of here. So I will talk to you guys in the next one. Have a good night. Bye.